everyone, welcome back to News Now Nexus. If you're new here, I'm Emmanuel Bassi, and this channel is all about breaking news. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on our exciting new content. Let us dive into today's breaking news. Topic for today: Coup. The complex dynamics of military coups in Africa, root causes, and Sahel Spring. In recent times, the African continent has witnessed a resurgence of military coups, sparking debates about the underlying reasons behind these dramatic political interventions. To shed light on this matter, we delve into the theory of militarism, exploring the intricate web of causes and effects that surround coups. Instead of hastily condemning coups d'états, it is crucial to grasp their root causes and the complex dynamics at play. The failure to acknowledge soldiers as political rivals. One crucial perspective that often goes unacknowledged is the notion that soldiers are genuine rivals for political power. In Africa, there exist essentially two ruling classes, the civilian political elite and the military establishment. While conventional wisdom dictates that only the political class should have the legitimacy to govern, the reality in many African nations is quite different. In practice, despite the semblance of multi-party systems, most African countries function as de facto one-party states. The political parties often resemble an undifferentiated entity, as incumbents manipulate state institutions, suppress opposition, and manipulate election outcomes. The result is a nominal democracy that lacks the core principles of genuine competition and choice. In such a one-party state, the military assumes the role of the latent alternative political party, operating in the background. When social divisions deepen, political instability festers, and discontentment becomes widespread, the stage is set for military intervention. This consent, albeit implied, is granted by a disillusioned populace that has become mentally prepared for such action, even if they do not explicitly call for it. As General Ibrahim Babangida, a former military head of state, once emphasized, coups are often a response to societal frustration. Militarism thrives in an environment of political instability, where soldiers perceive themselves as the ultimate guardians of the state when the political system falters. A global perspective on coups. Research conducted by American scholars Jonathan Powell and Clayton Nine reveals that since 1950, there have been over 480 coup attempts worldwide, with nearly half of them occurring in Africa. Over 100 of these attempts in Africa have succeeded. A staggering 17 out of the 18 global coups that occurred since 2017 took place on the African continent. Recent successful coups, causes, and consequences. Since 2019, several successful coups have transpired in countries such as Sudan, Mali, Chad, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Niger, and Gabon, sparking concerns about a coup contagion in Africa. The question on many minds is, who might be next? However, it is crucial to scrutinize the legitimacy of the leaders who have been removed from power or could face such a fate in the future. Leaders who have clung to office through fraudulent elections, extended tenures, or dynastic rule do not warrant sympathy when their rule is challenged. The primary argument against coups is that they circumvent the democratic process by instigating a change of government through force. Yet, as John F. Kennedy once pointed out, those who obstruct peaceful revolutions through manipulated elections, extended tenures, and dynastic rule inevitably pave the way for violent upheavals. The real questions: why do coups happen, and how is democracy practiced? Rather than a debate on whether coups are right or wrong, the critical inquiries revolve around why politicians create environments conducive to coups and why democracy is sometimes practiced in ways that justify military interventions. Counterproductive attempts to prevent coups. Some African leaders have sought to preempt coups by attempting to neutralize their armed forces. For example, after Gabon's coup in August, President Paul Kagame of Rwanda removed 924 senior military officers from their positions, while President Paul Biya of Cameroon shuffled his top military brass. Such actions, however, are unlikely to deter restless soldiers from contemplating coups. In the case of Nigeria, despite retiring senior officers and enjoying uninterrupted civilian rule since 1999, coup scares and alleged coup attempts have persisted under President Buhari's administration. The Sahel Spring, a surge in military interventions. The sudden surge of military takeovers in the Sahel region, dubbed the Sahel Spring, commenced in December 2021 and has sparked comparisons to the Arab Spring. This wave of political upheaval is characterized by deep-seated corruption, misrule, and leaders who serve as proxies for foreign powers, particularly France. These conditions have led to the Sahel Spring, which could potentially expand further. While leaders in the region have taken desperate measures to thwart military interventions, it is essential to recognize that junior military elements are often more susceptible than high-ranking generals to carry out coups. Panicked responses, such as reshuffling military commands, may not be effective in preventing or reversing coups. A lesson in sovereignty and democracy. It is crucial to understand that most coups garner popular support because foreign powers often bolster civilian dictatorships, undermining the sovereignty of former colonies. Leaders in these nations frequently manipulate their constitutions to extend their tenures, with the intention of establishing dynastic rule. In this context, the cry for democracy often rings hollow. In conclusion, the surge in military coups in Africa demands a deeper understanding of their root causes, which often lie in political instability, corruption, and leaders who cling to power through undemocratic means. Rather than hastily condemning coups, it is essential to address the conditions that make them possible and to practice democracy in a manner that truly serves the people's interests and upholds their sovereignty. That wraps up today's video, folks. I hope you enjoyed it and found it entertaining, informative, helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and drop your thoughts in the comments below. I really love to hear from you. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and join our community by hitting that subscribe button. Until next time, this is Emmanuel A. Bassi from News Now Nexus, signing off. Stay positive, curious, adventurous, etc., and see you in the next video. God bless.